Supersonic Pixel Junkie here. We are going to hopefully be experiencing a little bit better audio recording this time around. So, we're going to do a little PC Building Simulator 2. I have admittedly played a little bit of this, but it was in the beta and there wasn't a whole lot going on. I kind of just walked around and touched a couple of things, like going to a museum or something. This time around, though, we're going to actually play a little bit of it, and we're going to start with career, because I don't believe that was available in the beta. I think they just gave us free build. Already got my settings set for this, so we'll just go ahead and jump in. Let's go set a timer for the 30 minutes. Game doesn't load in the background, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh no, I remember this part. This was in the beta. I remember seeing all this. Getting some stutter. It's probably from preview in OBS. We can pause that timer if I can. Nope, won't let me do that. That's fine. We'll just restart it. Alright, timer's restarted. Here we go. Hopefully there's less clutter. Uncle Tim. Hey, I remember this guy. So I guess you've seen the old shop or what's left of it. Sorry it wasn't there to take the edge off the shock, but I've got a meeting with the insurance company to discuss the fire. Apparently they think it might have been deliberate. What a crazy idea. You crazy Uncle Tim. Get rich quick schemes. Anyway, it's lucky you had this whole place as standby. I also know you need a shop computer, so I sent mine. Oh, I should mention I had to borrow 15 this morning for breakfast. Wow. What a dick. Oh, that is very, very choppy. I really like to say that's not me. Refresh rate is set at 60. I'll leave the VSync on. Let's turn on the anti-aliasing maybe. Shouldn't be an issue. Maybe let's try some of that DLSS. Maybe that'll help. Alright, move the delivery boxes. Wow, a 3080. That's pretty neat. Yeah, let's not ask Uncle Tim how he managed to do a lot of things that he's done, actually. What's this? The PC itself. God, that is so choppy. What the fuck is going on? I don't have anything running in the background at all. Let's try knocking the settings down again. Let's get rid of the anti-aliasing altogether. Let's try going performance mode. Oh, and I'm supposed to restart to take effect, so maybe that won't help. But you know what? I don't know. Into the workbench to begin working on the PC. No, it's click left to work on the PC. That's not entering the workbench. Sorry. Remove the side panel. Okay. Those EVGA screws. Oh my god, that's so cheesy. Missing GPU. Oh yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, that's a chunky boy. neat. They'll take the removed components that you had and put them in a little category so you don't lose track of them anymore. A lot more rotational give from the first game. That's nice. I don't like the, you hear that when I slide it? Ah, that's terrible. So now we're going to connect it, and then we're going to connect it, and then we're going to connect it because some fucking idiot couldn't just create a connector that does all three. Oh, I guess that is the connector that does all three. Maybe we should quit making things that use up more power and you should just start making things that use the power that we already have more efficiently. Reinstall the side panel. Whoop-de-doo. This is some introductory shit, so can't really complain too much yet. Left click to exit. Left click on this to exit. Why don't you just say click here to exit? Click implies a left click. Weirdos. New PC's all ready to go. Carried to the workstation. Placed under the desk. Oh, okay. Email. I like how they organized the emails this time around. Last time it was kind of a mess, but that was the original, and that game is quite old at this point, so it's not. It's forgivable. You just tell me to fucking take whatever jobs. Can't I pick what jobs I want? You're just gonna walk me through all of it? What? I can teleport now. Oh, that's real immersive. And I can walk, or I can run. But how about, hear me out on this, how about this is just the default movement speed and there is no run key, so that way that key can be used for more important things. Plug it in whenever the hell I want, you know what I mean? So if I have to connect all of these, riddle me this. Why did I need to go connect it? Why didn't I have to go connect it over there? I can't leave right now, I guess. That's cool. The fuck was that? 90%. And then it takes forever. That's real, right? That's how it works on Windows. Fake little progress bars. Like the game doesn't already know. Great. Okay, so we just turn everything off, right? No, it's not. Now I can't do anything because of how guided this is. And now I can just, rip the PC out. It's good. I like it. PC's on its way back to the customer. Okay. New parts, don't care. Old PC, you know you can do it, blah blah blah. Uncle Tim, delete. Need help with the virus. Stupid. Overclocking. Yeah. If the overclocking's at all realistic, that'd be a huge pain in the ass. Lots of math involved in that, but I'm sure there's some kind of tool in this game that just does it for you. To at least. Alright. Imagine you take it further than that, you don't get a bonus. So, well, water cooling. Fuck that. I don't know why anybody would water cool their PC. I understand that it's nice because it's quiet in a lot of ways, but at the same time, there's almost just as efficient cooling with airflow. Now, if you're in an environment like Arizona or Alaska, I mean, in Alaska, it's probably just not feasible to open your windows to cool things down, but you could use your computer to heat your room. So, who cares if it runs a little hot? But if you're in Arizona, the air cooling is not going to be helpful at all, especially if your AC is not good. But I heard their AC units down there are always on point. All of these are not very beginner friendly. Fuck it. Oh, there I go. Teleporting around again. So I guess we're gonna overclock this. I'm sure it'll be super exciting. Ready to boot. I pressed P and it did not power on. It is guiding my tutorial that hard right now. Probably to prevent like tutorial failures. You know, like sometimes you can soft lock a tutorial by like completing the tasks before they're completed or supposed to be completed, and then it comes time to complete it, but you can't uncomplete it, so you can recomplete it to allow it to progress. Still, I feel like a game like this would be able to bypass that pretty easily. You need to press F2 as it boots up. If you don't press one of those keys in time, the PC will boot normal. Oh no! Alright, so now we are going to. Oh, I probably should have read that. Whoops. Oh well. Maybe I would have learned something. Maybe. I gotta wait real time for this shit. Now it's kind of cool when you got like a whole bunch of different projects running at the same time. You can start working on this, and while this is doing something, you can move on to the other project and then do something over there until you get to a point where you're waiting for that. And then you can come back to this one. You can flip flop between a couple of projects. But what I don't really like about that is that it never really sets you up to be able to multitask many projects at the same time, because all these timers are they're fairly long, but they're not long enough to allow you to multitask through multiple projects. You go back and forth between two projects. So at that point, you're kind of missing out on the experience of truly multitasking because you're really just flip flopping. Yay, money. My GPU needs water cooling. Alright, I'm going to teleport to that computer now. This customer wants you to water cool their GPU and add it to their existing water cool loop. Alright. Hello, I'm clicking on it. Oh, jeez, I did it again. I didn't read. Oh, I got a whole bench for water cooling. Neat. Now I have the GPU on the water cooling bench. We need to add a GPU block to it. First of all, we need to remove the screws and the heatsink. Okay, that's pretty cool. Actually taking apart the graphics cards now. Cute. I'm a little upset that it let that pass when it wasn't completely gone. Yeah, it's a good amount. It's nice little animations. Adds a little immersion to it. Alright, completing the loop, we need to create a single loop to allow the water to flow around and cool all the water cooled components. So let's start here. Hold left click to select this water pipe connector. Connect 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 this water pipe connector. Select a coolant color. How about red? Because it's NVIDIA. Fill the pump reservoir. Now that was Boring. Well, there it goes. It's doing a thing. Look at it go. Without any power whatsoever, look at it just go ahead and fill up all the spots. Wait a second. Didn't you tell me to install the lock? Hmm. I didn't uninstall this, so I guess it's none of my business. Okie boot it up. And rip it off the wall. Rainbow lights. Let me guess. Just come here. Yeah. Double click. Stupid. Select all. We're gonna go to open effects. The rainbow. Wow, that's so cool. Like the customer can just do that on their own. I don't know who be gaming and not doing their own PC work, but you guys, I don't know. $220 for that. That is a $5 job. Not even that. Paint it red. It's in transit. It's on the way. Guess now what do you want me to do? I guess you want me to go to tomorrow? Rename the company. Oh boy. Supersonic Pixel Junkies. Junk. Uh, fuck it. Junk computers for junk people. Okay, now what? Now you want me to leave? Gotta save the power bill, you know. End the day. Good morning. Hope you slept well. I am a digital person with digital sleep needs. Oh, I wonder what this is. Changing your workbench. I don't want to change my workbench. Why are you telling me I'm done? There's still gray spots. Fuck that. I'm finishing this job. Bunch of dummies. Alright, good enough. Ta-da! A tablet. A present from Uncle Tim. Tim Tom. Cool, so this completely and totally overwrites the need for this. Nobody see a problem with that? Besides the fact that the tablet on the screen is actually kind of an eyesore. Oh, that's a callback. Look at that. That's the old image for the icon. Okay, now what? I just do whatever I want. Okay, what do I want? Linus Tech Tips. Excuse me? Excuse me. Alright then. Okay, you can link it to your job, so that way you don't accidentally stuff. That's cool. Now what? Is the computer here? No, it's not. And we have to wait, because that's what we do. We have to wait 2 goddamn days. That's not fun. It's already not fun, waiting multiple days for no reason. So now the computer's here, but the parts aren't. So, we'd have to come here, we'd have to find something else, accept another job. And do some of that. Oh, that's cool, you can tag the emails yourself. That's nice. In transit. And waiting on part. Replacing the SSD. Go to the shop. Storage. Filter. Oh, we don't have very many options here, huh? Check out. Buy it now. And then we disappear for a while again. fix the air cooler. I don't like that this bench is this now. No one ever asked for this. I'm not missing that part. Alright? Look. A little unintuitive there. It's kind of upsetting though, it won't even let me open the thing up until the part gets here. Like it's any of their damn business. A little too much hand holding. Rub, rub, scrub, scrub, rub, rub, scrub. That is not good enough. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. Alright? Now it's good enough. Now I should be able to get out of it. Fucking wild, man. Goop, goop, goopy, goop, goop. Yeah, it's probably good. Probably good before that. Well, a couple ways to really look at this. One is you could vent it straight out the back, right? But there's already a fan on the back venting straight out the back anyway. So we should help it by venting straight up. So, what the fuck? What the shit, man? Oh, I don't get that choice. Now, okay, in my opinion, it should vent straight up because the computer will be upright. That hot air will go up through the top vent, right? Straight out the top on its own because it uses this fan and pushes it in that direction. Okay? Now, you've got this fan to also pull out that direction. So you'd have 2 points of left and up here instead of trying to force everything through one direction. I'm not going to say there's airflow blockage necessarily, but you're not really doing yourself any favors by preventing airflow from going up and left by this perspective. But that's probably an opinionated thing, and given the fact that this cannot point up, it makes sense. My Wraith Prism's kind of the same way anyway. I only get 2 orientations. So yeah. Oh well. Now, if anything, actually, at that rate, since we're blowing it straight out the back from there, we could put a fan on the top. I mean, heat rises, so you're just helping it. And if this is blowing out to the left anyway, then it doesn't necessarily need a fan right there. But it's neither here nor there. This isn't bad for it. I'm just sitting here looking at what the fuck I'm supposed to do. It's because I haven't pressed the next button. Ready to boot. Oh boy. Surfboards. And the surfing wallpaper. I like it. Alright. Cool. That means everything's good, right? Just yank it off the wall. Oops, wrong button. Stick it in the hole. Grab the next one. And get to work. You gonna tell me to put the case cover back on before I install Windows? Fuck you guys. That's dumb. And let me tell you why. Because if something fucks up, you did something wrong with the part, or it's in the wrong installation, or you configured something wrong, or you need to plug it into some other port, or whatever it is, you're not going to want to have to go take apart the entire fucking computer case again just to fix that problem. Wow, that was a little easy cheesy, don't you think? Operating system installation isn't exactly difficult. It's just clicking next a few times. But maybe they should have just made it that. Clicking next a few times. Not gonna lie, this is pretty damn boring. My timer gone off yet? Oh, the timer has gone off. Well, we'll call that good. Call that done. We'll grab my monies. My ore for my monies. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I just want to collect the money. Alright, and that's the end of that. First thoughts are it is definitely an improvement to the original game. In quite a few ways. There's a bit of stuttering at the beginning. I'm not sure if that was just caching happening that was causing that, uh, but it was kind of unnerving, so I ended up having to make a couple of adjustments. I haven't had to adjust many games to a lower setting on my 2080 Super. That includes Elden Ring. I played that, I think, on high settings and everything was fine. Like, whatever it came out of the box, it was good. So for this to be happening like this is a little concerning. Especially as they are wanting to claim themselves to be any sort of PC experts. I would hope that they would design their games to utilize the hardware that they have more correctly. But that's technical standpoint. From a game standpoint, it's still got a lot of the gameplay loop that was present before. Pick an email, grab an email, accept the job, get the parts, do the job, ship it out. It's kind of boring though because it was revolutionary for its time in the sense that you were kind of, building a PC, and that was the revolutionary part. But the job loop never was good, never was, and it still isn't, in my opinion. I don't really like the very simplistic mission acceptance system, and that goes for a lot of games. Like World of Warcraft is one of the huge proponents of accept the quest, do the quest, return the quest. It's like there's no hiccups along the way. There's no accidents that happen. This is story mode. I feel like they should be able to integrate some um, randomness to it and make it a little more interactive. Otherwise, you're really just doing work without really getting paid for it. Free build would probably be more entertaining for me anyway, because I would be able to just kind of experiment with different configurations and different looks and plan a build for real life, even though I don't have that kind of money, so that's not happening. But it would serve more entertainment purpose for me than the story mode. which I feel like the story mode should be serving more entertainment than free modes, and that goes for most games. Like Minecraft normal is more entertaining than Minecraft creative by a long shot. Now, creative, you are able to just, a lot of your entertainment value comes from your own imagination, uh, but it just doesn't match up for me. And then, as far as the graphics are concerned, huge step up. Like, this is smooth. It feels very, um, I don't want to say Play-Doh, but it feels like Play-Doh. And that in a good way. It feels very smooth and appealing to look at. Cute little things like like this little coffee mug on the CD for the coaster. I mean, that's all CDs are good for anymore, anyways, huh? Um, they did a lot more with the aesthetics. They did a lot more with like little touch-ups, like little details, and making the shop feel a little more alive. We actually have like an outdoor that we can look at now. Um, they kind of make it feel like multiple people could be in here working, but then that raises the question: is where's the multiplayer? That would make the story mode a little more immersive, as if you're both kind of working on the same projects together and you had to communicate like, hey, I got this coming in, order these parts for it, and then while that's happening, you go and paint to PC, and then okay, everybody's done, okay, now we can all lock up the shop and leave. That would have been a little more entertaining. And as it stands, it's a little dull. I'm hitting the same nail over and over here by going over that same topic multiple times. Overall, though, I think it's a pretty good game. I'm not really happy with my purchase. It's not like refund levels, but it's just like I'm disappointed in the amount of money that I spent for the game that I got. It's not a bad game. It's not a fantastic game, but I think it's pretty well done. Quality wise, it's there. Heart and soul, it's there. They made a game. They made what they wanted to make, and it's creative disagreements, I think, at this point. But yeah, um, all that being said, it's pretty all right, and that's about all I got to say about that. Like, comment, subscribe.